Players are angry with the server issues with Destiny 2. You know, a new DLC came out called The Final Shape, and this was on Tuesday, I believe, so we're a little behind. But yeah, as you expected, the servers were overloaded. People were trying to play this anticipated DLC, which is supposed to be the biggest one they've ever made. Even bigger than, what else was there? The Taken King, that one was pretty large. People were actually missing cutscenes that are vital to the story of the whole DLC. And yeah, that would make me angry too. This happens all the time. Servers crash because so many players are trying to play. They're trying to get into that thing. So, you know, they've included, you know, a long story. They've included more, what do you call them, supers? It's been a long time since I've played the Destiny series. Yeah, just so much was happening with this game. I'm pretty sure they're fixed now. I haven't even played it, so and let me know how the DLC is, because I'm just not sure what it's really focused around. Is it a new type of enemy? What is it based around, basically? That's all I'm wondering. Alright, it seems like we talk about Fallout 4 almost every year. There's been a discovery that a player found after 200 hours of gameplay. Now this is just their gameplay, but apparently you can skip the dialogue with the arrow keys, and there's a way to skip the dialogue while being rude, as it says here. Fallout 4 players can be rude when skipping dialogues by hitting specific buttons with different responses based on the character's actions. That's what this player discovered, and I think it's pretty relevant because, as you know, the TV series has been out for some time, and there was this surge of players going back to the Fallout games, and I don't blame them. That's usually how it works. You know, you see something that you enjoy, makes you want to relive it. And you can even do this on controllers. Yeah, the O button on PlayStation and the B button on Xbox controllers, or the right key on the keypad. It's just a way to skip dialogue basically and be rude at the same time. But there may be different attitudes that you can give with each arrow key, which is interesting. But yeah, people find Easter eggs all the time in decade-old games, and it's kind of funny and cool that stuff like that happens. I really enjoy when a game hides a lot of content within its world, for sure. Alright guys, those of you who are excited for The Last of Us Part 2 coming to PC, you know, this has been out for some time, but it could be happening soon, according to this news here. Sony's next potential PC port could be The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Part 1 was a massive success after overcoming some launch day struggles and performance issues, but a simple patch fixed all of that, and it became a very popular game. I played it on PC for the very first time. I loved it. Part 2, I've heard mixed reviews that it's kind of weird, but I'll have to experience that myself. It's coming to PC. Most likely. I don't see why it wouldn't. A lot of games are coming from the PlayStation platform, so yeah, that's pretty exciting news. I'll be looking out for that for sure. Alright guys, this is a big one too. This is a big piece of news here, but the Shadow of the Erdtree is supposed to be coming out this month. I don't know. Oh, right here. June 21st is the release date. So that's in like 2 weeks maybe. What I've heard about this is that they're adding a difficulty modifier and 10 more bosses, which are mandatory. You can't skip them, from what I've read from this article. So I think that's pretty cool. That seems like a big amount of content that's going to be available to us. A lot of diehard Elden Ring players, I'm sure they're going to enjoy this for sure. It's supposed to be huge. I'm pretty sure it will be huge. I mean, 10 bosses is nothing to sneeze at. I don't know how it compares to other Soulsborne DLC type games. Not all boss fights are required to you to finish the main story, but as at the time of writing, it's unclear which bosses will be able to skip. Like I said, I think I read somewhere, I'm pretty sure I did, that they're going to be mandatory. So they're basically going to bring in this difficulty modifier to serve as a new progression system. They don't want you to be overpowered and one-shotting all these enemies, so that makes sense, and I think that's cool. It gives like one of those boost in level caps that other games do. Makes you want to, you know, work towards something instead of, you know, you're capped out at level 50 or whatever. Yeah, you can't really progress to higher levels, but this is some good news. This is going to be a smash hit. I will play it. I don't know when, but I'll play it. Shadow of the Erdtree, guys. This one is interesting. I don't know how well it would work. But according to one of the players of Helldivers 2, they're creating For Honor style finishers. You know that game For Honor with the samurais, the knights, and shit, what was the other one? The Vikings, yes, where you fight each other. So this player is designing cinematic finishers inspired by For Honor. Damn it! Microsoft Edge, including a headbutt, takedown slam, and more. Okay, so that's interesting. These executions are purely cosmetic, allowing players to perform a chain of attacks to kill automaton. We got a little video here, sample. Let's see. Okay. A little curb stomp there. Stabbing. I mean, I guess it makes sense to stab a robot, but at the same time it doesn't. You know, you'd have to cut up their circuitry to kill them. Punching robot is kind of silly. That one's I guess it would be a cool addition, but honestly, I just don't know how it would work with the flow of so many enemies coming after you. Alright, the moment you've all been waiting for. Borderlands 4. This could be happening June 7th. Borderlands 4 will reportedly be revealed at the Summer Game Fest of this year. The event kicks off June 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. This is pretty huge because it's been quite a break. There's been quite a break from a Borderlands game. The last one, I believe, was Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, I think. And that was a couple years ago. That might have been like 3 years ago, maybe. I love the Borderlands series. They're always a fun time to play solo or with friends. There's always some good humor in there. Some better than others. Borderlands 2 is the best one. But yeah, if this is like legit, this is going to be awesome. I've always enjoyed the Borderlands series. So yeah, I just can't wait for this. I know a lot of fans have been waiting for another installment of the Borderlands games. Tiny Tina Wonderlands, it was a cool spin-off. I enjoyed it. A little different with its mechanics and stuff, but this needs to come out soon because I will definitely play it. Are you guys excited for Borderlands 4?